What first attracted me to CryptoRobotics was the fact that they enable today's crypto trader to take both a top-down and bottom-up approach at the same time. With the advent of crypto trading robots and the ability to structure your own trading strategy ahead of time, as well as the fact that they plug into multiple exchanges, enabling to give you the best price, is something that every crypto trader today really needs. As well as that, really appreciate how it's underpinned by a strong team with a solid roadmap. This is one of those projects that you can really see coming to completion. Prior to this, I was involved with a number of startups, and I can see that they've got the resources ready to meet their roadmap, and it's because of that I'm particularly excited to be here today. The truth is, I'm at the event today. I've had an interest in blockchain technology for a while, and that sort of spun off, I think, from my interest in startups. Originally, I have a background in asset management, but now there seems to be a new wave, and what I particularly like is there seems to be a real drive in the industry to try and approach a more sustainable model, which I think in today's climate is particularly important. I think there's been a lot of noise, but today I've seen a lot of great projects and a lot of great teams really trying to make the world a better place. And I think it's the future. I think there's a lot of noise. I think that noise needs to be cut through. But once we've done that, and I think that's what we've seen in the last few months, but once we've done that, I think we'll see some really serious projects out there. I think blockchain, I think it's an incredibly exciting technology. I think it is the future for so many projects, so many businesses. I think there is a danger of being overused. People thinking that just because we can use blockchain, we should use blockchain. And I don't think it's necessary for every solution out there. I think it will become more widespread in the future, but I don't think every team needs to use it for every project. I think it's just a very useful tool and just one of many tools that developers today use to create great things. I've seen a lot of interesting projects here aside from CryptoRobotics, and one I was particularly interested in, and I'm sorry the name escapes me, but it's the way to use the blockchain to effectively account for mining resources, effectively accountability, whether this be from the blood diamonds or the mining of nickel and cobalt in war-torn Africa. And so I think we can make some really positive steps like that. I know there are countless projects, and just walking around today, just seeing the enthusiasm for all the projects out there and all the ways people make some positive change in the world is, I'm really pleased to be here. I think they're going to play an increasing role in our world, and I think they simply complement one another. I think the advent of the blockchain will really sort of enable and empower certain artificial intelligent technology. I think there's been a lot of noise in the press, and I think it's important to find practical applications for this technology. We need to bring it into the real world, make it relevant. But I think it's exciting. What I've also been particularly pleased to see is the amount of female developers coming through, the amount of female project leads and CTOs and CEOs, and you see more of them here today. I think the industry is really opening up in that regard, and I think it's because it's managing to touch other industries, it's becoming much more relevant. And if anything, that's one of the greatest things I think about blockchain technology now, because of the coverage, and admittedly some of it negative around cryptocurrencies, but because of that coverage, it's becoming a household name. People are familiar with it, and I think it's when people from beyond the world of crypto, beyond the world of blockchain, actually start looking at this technology, start seeing how they can maybe use it themselves, that's when it will cross the divide and help it to become mainstream. And yeah, I think we're in a really exciting period, and I think the next 18 months is going to be a really exciting journey, not just for CryptoRobotics, but for a lot of the other projects here.